Scholastic Sports Showcase. Second round action about to come your way tonight. The Hazleton area Cougars, the home team here tonight, as they defend against the aces of Lower Merion. Lower Merion comes in here, a very good ball club, very athletic, and they are led by one outstanding ball player, Canio Costanzo, Kobe Bryant.
Great player, you're right, averaging about 30 points for Lower Merion, and he's only a junior, so next year he'll be even getting better. His father, Joe Bryant, player for the Philadelphia 76ers, so it's certainly in the genes. In the Bryant family, Coach Live and the Cougars will have to stop him, something a lot of teams haven't done. I guess you could say Kobe has been the ace for the aces.
I think he has been. And not the ace in the hole either. He's been the ace up front of the table right from the get-go. Neil Bennett, what can Hazleton area do to slow him down? What does it have to come with?
Well, it's going to put a lot of pressure on the man in the middle, Brian. He's the center, and it's going to have to work on Bryant. Now, there's two ways of looking at it. Trying to stop him from his 30-point-per-game average, holding him down, and then at the same time keeping the other guys in check on the ace. Or it's a question of, all right, he's going to get 30 to 35 points a game. Let him. If somebody gets 35 to 36, we win. It'll depend exactly how the game plays, what strategy will work.
What makes this very interesting, Kobe Bryant gets about 30 per game himself. The Hazleton Cougar defense has been limiting their opponents to a neighborhood of 37 points per game. This one is going to be the thing. We're going to have the lineup, the tip-off, all of the action. We come back right after this. Watching Scholastic Sports Showcase here on KCTN. Buy needful things in downtown Hazleton. We buy and sell almost anything. Stop at Needful Things and discover a new way to shop. Open 7 days a week till 9. Good luck, Cougars. And by now, you probably are aware as to who won tonight's game. And listen, if Hazleton area has advanced to Saturday's Eastern semifinal round by beating Lower Merion on Wednesday night at Bethlehem Liberty, PCTN and Motor Transportation of Hazleton will be sponsoring fan buses for Saturday's game versus the winner of York Coatesville, and that at a site yet to be determined. Now get a pen, write this number down, 455-1221. Give them a call. That is to reserve your seat on the bus and to get your ticket. Don't call for tickets alone. That is for the bus and tickets only. This is a deal that is priced below cost for your transportation there, 455-1221. When the teams take to the floor tonight, here is the way they will line up. For Lower Merion, Munski, Stewart, Bryant, Pangrazio, and Griffin. For the Hazleton area Cougars, Live, Makarevich, Kunick, Fringy, and Cotton. And you'll want to keep your eye on the man right there, Kobe Bryant, because he is the man that might make the difference in this one as you get a look at the 6'6" junior that everyone is talking about, averaging 30 points a game, 10 rebounds a game, and blocks 5 shots. We'll see how he does tonight against the Cougars of Hazleton area. The officials for tonight's game with the basketball veteran official Jim Haney. This is the District 11 crew, Jeff Smith and Ron Singer. The other portion of the trio. Jeff Smith across the way, Ron Singer to the bottom right. And we're just about set to go. There were a few seats in here when the national anthem started. And then by the time it ended, what was left has just about filled up. And we are set to go as you get a look at Greg Gowner, the head coach of Lower Merion, the Aces. Brings his team in here with a record of 26-4. Hazleton area head coach Bruce Live, his team 26-2. And the tip is going to be controlled by Dan Pangrazio, and Lower Merion will get the first possession.
Pangrazio, only a freshman in the starting 5 for the Aces.
Kobe Bryant in the middle working against Kunick. You see him working down low. Monski drops it back out. Shot is put up and buried by Jermaine Griffin, and Lower Merion has the first 2 points of this one. Lower Merion comes up with pressure on the ball and forced the turnover. Nice Stewart short with this one, Live with the rebound. And the Cougars now knowing what to expect, will take to their end of the floor with their first possession. Kobe Bryant is going to step up, and that'll get the Hazleton fans a little bit riled. Kobe Bryant, the 6'6" junior, in their game against Whitehall to get here, he had 33. And Neil, you remember what the Hazleton team scored in the last couple of ball games.
Well, they're looking at a 40 and a 38 to win 2 ball games. What happened on that play? Bryant got caught outside. Contact was made. He's charged with the personal. As soon as the whistle blew, he turned around and let the guy know who should have been out there. Man, that's your position.
This is Terry Kringy. Live, steps up. Now Kunick in the middle. Left corner, side up to 2. These two teams have shared a rather rich history on the basketball floor. Going back many years ago, here is Kobe Bryant's first shot. It doesn't go, and the foul is going to be called on Jason Cotton for the push-off underneath. Jason Cotton, tough competitor on the boards. He's just a junior, measures in at 6 feet 3 inches tall. Jeff Smith was right there. Stepping up, Evan Monsky doesn't go. Up there, Rob Makarevich to bring down the rebound, and Kringy will drop it to Live for 3. (5-2) Cougars. Skip pass cross court, and they look to go to Kobe Bryant in the middle. He steps up. And this one is off the mark, and Terry Kringy will clear it. One thing that you'll probably notice quite early is that when Kobe Bryant takes the shot from outside, Kobe Bryant is not underneath to clear the boards.
And all the height is gone at that point.
Cotton battles and corrals it and kicks it back out. Kobe Bryant had it, then lost it. Once again, the fans from both schools to be commended as they have packed this place.
Kringy with the height advantage right there over number 15, Guy Stewart for the Aces. You got a 5-second count right there in the turnover.
Closely guarded count. Guy Stewart stepped up and didn't really apply a lot of pressure, but stayed within the 6 feet. Kept the guarding position, and the call was made.
Lower Merion starts 2 seniors, 2 juniors, and a freshman. Hazleton area, 1 senior, that's Kunick, and everybody else is a junior on the floor.
Okay, Grazio for 3, and we're tied at 5.
And that was the freshman for the Aces hitting that 3.
Close call. Going to go out of bounds. This will belong to the Cougars.
Off the foot of number 15, Guy Stewart for the Aces.
Hope you enjoyed the Dallastown Hazleton area girls game immediately preceding this one. Send along our congratulations to Coach Robbie Wallace and the Lady Cougars for their win over Mount St. Joseph's. Lady Cougars will play tomorrow night, that is Friday night, at 6 o'clock at Marks Hall. Lower Merion with the basketball, and they want Kobe Bryant to touch it. He kicks it back out. Here is Monsky, drops it on the baseline, and he gives it up to Jermaine Griffin, who drops it in.
Griffin came back door all the way on that one. Beautiful pass. 2 good assists for Evan Monsky so far.
The Cougars break the press easily, and here is Makarevich for 3. That was partially blocked by Kobe Bryant. Live goes for 3 and got it. And the Cougars are up by 1 at 8-7. Kobe Bryant. Right now, Bryant can't buy a basket, but I guarantee he'll keep shooting.
5-2 rebounds at this point. Cougars on top in that category, and the score 8-7.
This capacity crowd is one that I can guarantee you will be vocal at times. Here is Springy. And it's a 3-point lead for Hazleton area. The Cougars on top here, first quarter of action. This could tie it. It does, as Dan Pangrazio shows you why he's playing as a freshman. Springy didn't like the odds and says, let's go at this thing again.
Well, he had to go against Bryant at 6'6". It might have been a very good move to pull out and set it up.
Once again, the tiebreaker is Ryan Live as he gives the Cougars a 12-10 advantage. Pangrazio's shot doesn't go. Kobe Bryant, does he pick up the personal? Yes. That is 2 on Kobe Bryant. And let me tell you, if Kobe Bryant ends up with less than 32 minutes of playing time because of foul trouble, it could be a big factor. Here is Springy. It's Springy on Bryant. He pulls up. He shoots. Tipped out of bounds by Lower Merion.
Well, Roger, to further your point there, if Bryant is not in the lineup, the tallest man right now for Lower Merion would be 6'3". Coming off the bench, their next tallest man would be 6'4". So you can see the advantage to them with him on the floor.
Terry Kringy with a great second effort on the putback. Kringy now with 4 points in the ball game, and Hazleton area with a margin of 4 at 14-10, 2.5 minutes to play. In the lane, the running one-hander doesn't go. Makarevich the rebound. Ahead to Live, who will work against Monsky. Doesn't go. Tip up no good. Cotton with great hustle saves it. And Makarevich drops it in.
Great hustle.
10.
Pure hustle on that one, Roger. That ball was headed out of bounds. They not only saved the turnover, but got 2 points out of it.
The Hazleton fans can be the 6th man on the floor, and they have picked up the pace. From the corner, partially blocked. Pangrazio's shot, rebound, and taken. The Cougars with the basketball.
(11-2) the rebounding figures right now. Cougars are way ahead in that department.
1 minute and 30 seconds remain, and a walk called out front.
4th turnover against Hazleton area. We've got 1 in the book on Lower Merion. Rob Makarevich.
The save here.
Here's that save we talked about. Cotton into number 32, Makarevich, who turned and put it in for 2.
Kobe Bryant finally gets his first 2 of the ball game with a little lay-in, and it's 16-12. Makarevich for 3. (19-12). That's half the output that Hazleton area has gotten in each of their last 2 games in terms of 1 half. Jason Cotton up there to clear it.
Hazleton area not allowing the Lower Merion Aces a second shot. They're restraining them from any second shot at all on the offensive glass.
And Hazleton area will undoubtedly shorten this quarter by this 30 seconds. Looking for the last shot. And we're going to have a push called against Evan Monsky, who will pick up his first personal foul. That'll stop the clock with 22 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Monsky had 15 assists against Whitehall, all of them to Kobe Bryant.
I guess the 2 work well together. That's the 3rd team foul against the Aces. I've got them for 2 assists so far.
They tried to go backdoor to Kringy. Did not work, and now with 10 seconds left, they give it to Bryant. Turnaround baseline shot. That might have been blocked by Kunick, and now stripped by Potton. Kringy gets the shot off. The horn will sound. It doesn't go, but Hazleton area has the lead after 1 quarter of play, 19-12.
against the Aces. Kobe Bryant, the player for the Aces, who is averaging over 30 points per ball game, only 1 for 4 field goal-wise. He scored that bucket with about 1:20 left. So the defense of Hazleton area really collapsing around Bryant. They're doing a great job stopping him. Roger and Neil?
It's very possible that Kobe Bryant has yet to see the likes of the Hazleton area defense in their matchup zone. And here is Ryan Live. That one was for 2. They gave him 3. Now we're going to have a foul called. They gave him 3 on that one, or we'd argue 22-12.
And there you see the shot going up and in the net for 3.
Brian Kunick picked up the personal foul for Hazleton, which is the reason for the stoppage of play.
What happened, Roger, at the end of that quarter also, Lower Merion did not come out of their huddle. The ball was put in play at the horn, and Hazleton actually had a 5-on-0 there for a split second before the Aces reacted. Now they've changed it back to a 2-point basket, so 21 goes to 22, and now it's back to 21.
From our vantage point, did not appear as though he were inside the, or outside the 3-point arc. He was inside it. The official agreed, and the score has been corrected, 21-12. Neil?
13 rebounds for Hazleton area, 5 so far for Lower Merion.
You'll win this game on the boards as much as you do with offensive shooting. Here's Stringy. The penetration, puts it up, doesn't go. Kobe Bryant up there to rebound it, and he'll bring it up the floor. Bryant to the hole, doesn't go. And Kunick takes care of the board work. It's been one shot and done for the Aces. That shot doesn't go. Patton battles, and Kobe Bryant comes out with the basketball.
2 straight rebounds for the Aces, both by Bryant.
Monsky drops it off Bryant. This is going to be a foul called before the shot. It's either Kringy or Patton. We'll see. It's Kerry Kringy who picks up the personal foul.
You're going to see the move back into the paint. The pass to Bryant coming in underneath, and he's hit by 22, Kringy for the foul. Aces ball into their own basket.
Lower Merion lost in the regular season to highly touted Chester, actually in the District 1 final, 77-50. Well, it's still alive in the other part of the bracket against Williamsport.
I think they're going to be alive for a while yet, Roger. We saw them last year in the state finals, and they have a well-oiled machine down there.
Kobe Bryant gets his second block of the night against Kringy, and Lower Merion with the basketball. Skipped it across court. Pangrazio, nothing doing there, and now putting it up and trying to bury this Tyreek Wilson now into the ball game.
Hazleton area now has had 1 shot only the last 3 times up court. They haven't been able to convert it since that basket was changed from a 3 to a 2.
And they're calling an illegal block off the ball. And that is going to go against Brian Kunick, who will pick up his second personal foul. Take a look at the difference in the rebounding. Hazleton area 16-5, and that is major difference. That says an awful lot of one-shot plays.
It's 4-3 this quarter. Hazleton area still with the Bulls.
Makarevich, the near steal. This is Monsky. Off the rim, no good by Bryant. And this foul is going to go against Jason Patton, who will pick up his second personal foul. This time we will be shooting.
Bryant has been every place on the floor so far, including point guard, battling underneath for the offensive rebound, and picks that one off.
Guy Stewart, the 5'10 senior, will go to the line here for a pair, and the first one is in and out. Second one misses, and live with the rebound for Hazleton area. If that you've just joined us, we welcome you here to Bethlehem Liberty High School, second round of action. Hazleton area Cougars against Lower Merion. As you see the score in the story, 21-12. Hazleton area has dominated the boards, and Kobe Bryant has yet to be a significant factor in this ballgame.
And we've now gone 3 minutes flat without any scoring by either team.
The only difference is this time, Neil, it's not on purpose.
That's right.
Green, he'll penetrate and go. Doesn't go. And the rebound is taken by Kobe Bryant. Little shake and bake in the finger roll, good. That's what people expect of the 6'6 junior.
Well, he definitely has the moves, and he has the fluidity that comes with those natural moves.
The son of Joe Bryant, former Philadelphia 76er. And Brian Punick now has 6 points in the ball game. Monty playing, you'll notice, with the cast on his left wrist. He has it taped. He hurt that in the game against Whitehall and actually sat out the end of the game. Griffin, score it and a foul. Jermaine Griffin in the paint will have an opportunity for a three-point play. And Cotton will pick up his third personal foul.
That's 6 fouls in the half against Hazleton area. 3 have been committed by the Lower Merion Aces.
6'4" senior Jason Ewer into the lineup, on the line, looking for the three-point play and not getting it. Jermaine Griffin. The Cougars, their trademark, discipline. Underneath, Jamie Kohler into the lineup, and he was unable to get that to drop. This time, this is no good, and off the mark, and Punick up there to rebound it. Not a lot of hot shooting here in the first half, but lots of action. Live from behind. Stewart will pick up the personal. Live will go to the line. 4-2.
5th foul on the Aces. First one on Guy Stewart.
And if you're Lower Merion, wrong guy on the line. If you're Hazleton area, right guy on the line.
Tyreek Wilson comes in for the Aces. Ryan Live on the season, 90.7%, 88 for 97 from the free throw line.
He will have the second. Points now for Ryan Live on the evening. He leads all scorers to this point as we hit the 2-minute 30-second mark here in the first half of play. Underneath, Stewart fouled Stringy.
Jamie Kohler is in now for the Cougars, wearing number 21. On the line, Guy Stewart
shooting 2, 0 for 2 on the night. Now 1 of 3, and that's Stewart's first point in the game. Ewer clears the board off the missed free throw by Stewart. 25-17, 8-point Hazleton area advantage.
Ace is putting tremendous pressure on the Cougar guards. They're inside their sneaks almost.
Kringy draws the foul. Guy Stewart picks up his second personal. When Terry Kringy makes up his mind to go to the basket, I would not want to be standing in his way. He goes with determination.
You've got to against this kind of defense. You see Stewart tried to swipe the ball, but he missed the ball and got the forearm. It'll be a 2-shot foul. The Aces still have not committed 7.5.
Kringy, as he steps to the line, a 75% free throw shooter, 78 of 104, now 78 of 105. And Kobe Bryant, the rebound again. He has done a job on the defensive boards. As they try to lob inside, the foul is going to be called on big Jason Ewer. They tried the alley-oop to Kobe Bryant. Oh, they say Koenig. They say Koenig. That's Koenig's third. Initially, I thought they had looked at Jason Ewer. Jamie Kohler into the lineup for Hazleton area.
Right with a 1-and-1 here at this point.
Kobe Bryant. As Greg Downer looks on. Bryant with 4, 25-19. Lee ahead. Danny Gleesman now into the Cougar lineup. Near steal. And carrying it out of bounds, Tyreek Wilson. T-A-R-I-Q pronounces it Tyreek.
Break for the Cougars on that one, as the Aces had a man breaking unmolested towards the basket on that play.
Jamie Kohler back in for Gleesman.
Aces down by 6 now, as close as they have been at all in this quarter.
19-12 at the quarter break in the event you just tuned us in. 25-19 now. Kringy, offensive player control foul. That is Terry Kringy's third personal. All 3 of them coming here in the second quarter. Here's another look. You can be the official.
Kobe Bryant, defender. They rule the defensive man was there first, so the foul goes against the Cougars.
Bryant fouled inside. This time it'll go against Jamie Kohler, who will pick up the personal foul. And Kobe Bryant will go to the line for a 1-and-1.
Pass underneath, coming from 21, Pangrazio, the freshman, underneath to the junior right, and right at the foul line.
PIAA is looking for some good sport. Get off the bench and be a part of the action by becoming a PIAA registered sports official. Call the PIAA at 1-800-382-1392 for details. This message brought to you by the PIAA as a public service. 6 points in the ball game for Kobe Bryant. Jermaine dribbles away, blocked by Kohler, who got up there. Jamie Kohler really off his feet.
Terrific vertical jump on that move. Holding's going to be the call on the outside.
Dan Pangrazio picks up the personal foul. Watch the job here by Jamie Kohler. Watch number 21 on the trail right here. Watch this. Boom. Good block, and Ewer the rebound. 4-point lead for the Hazleton area Cougars as the clock hits 1 minute to go here in the first half. Kohler off the board. Doesn't go. Tipped up and in by Ewer. Big Jason Ewer at 6'4". That time made his presence felt on the board. Kobe Bryant, baseline J, yes. Still a 4-point lead. Makarevich. 3-on-2, fouled from behind. Evan Monsky will pick up his second personal foul. Jason Ewer doing the job on the boards and picking up some of the slack left by Brian Kunick when he went to the bench with 3 personal fouls. Watch this.
Tap in right there. Big league cap by number 50, Jason Ewer.
And Rob Makarevich will go to the line here with 2. 31 seconds remain here in the first half of action. Thanks for being part of our television audience tonight. 7 points in the first half for Rob Makarevich. Clock on the move now as it hits 25 and counting. Kobe Bryant, he'll take it from 3. Kobe Bryant only had 2 points in the first quarter. He's come back with 9 here as the turnover. Control carrying the ball. Monsky. What an acrobatic, athletic move by Evan Monsky. Leisman off the board. It doesn't go, but the Aces have closed the gap to 1 at 29-28. We'll be back with the halftime show right after this.
This year we didn't make it into the NCAAs. We were hoping we would, and it was a tough decision. We didn't get in, so hopefully next year we could get there.
What kind of a relationship do you have with your brother? You know, certainly there has to be something special in the genes because you're a terrific basketball player and your brother is as well, and your other brother is pretty good as well.
Yeah, we all 3 of us play. I don't know. We all get along and play together sometimes, and it's helped us.
What first connected you to basketball specifically? What got you hooked?
I guess going to their games and watching them play because they played before me, and that's what got me interested in it.
Okay, Tish, what about the future of Susquehanna University, the women's program? What are you looking forward to for next year?
Hopefully we'll make the NCAAs next year.
The first period of play, 3 of 9 for the field, 1 of 1 from the three-point stripe, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, and that's been where he's getting the ball. Up near the free throw line, and 3 Cougars are converging on him. Coach Live and the coaching staff done an excellent job stopping Kobe Bryant. The second half, if the Aces are going to get back into it, they're going to have to get the ball into him inside, underneath, in the paint. Gentlemen.
Thanks, Canio. As you get a look at the Liberty High School banner here, the 1,000-point scorers. How about that? Number 58, Billy Packer.
The years he played here, we'll be hearing a lot of him during the NCAA playoffs with his 1,011 points.
See if this sounds familiar to you. Whitehall was up by 14 points in the third period against their game against Lower Merion. Lower Merion then went on a 29-8 run. Bryant hit 9 for 9 from the field during that run and brought them right back into the ball game. Does that sound a little bit like what happened at the end of the second quarter of action? Pretty close.
Bryant definitely their go-to man, and he came through in that last 3.5 minutes.
Ringy takes charge. Ringy gets his first 2 points since the opening stanza. give Bryant the look against Kunick, who has to go straight up, and Bryant now has 13 points in the ball game. Bringing creates a 2-on-1 break, pull-up jumper, no good. Long rebound taken by Guy Stewart for Lower Merion. 31-30, Hazleton area a 1-point lead. It's been an exciting ball game so far. Jam-packed house here at Bethlehem Liberty. Kobe Bryant, they got him double teamed. Now they drop it off on the baseline. It's good. Jermaine Griffin picks up point number 8.
Merion with the full court press.
Kringy to Makarevich. It doesn't go. Kringy the rebound, one-handed off the board. Good. The Cougars up by 1. Kobe Bryant handles the basketball out front. And hey, if things go true to form, you can stand out there for quite a while and hold that against Hazleton.
Don't hold. Don't hold.
Now Bryant in the paint. Turnaround jumper, no good. Ryan Kunick with a good box-out effort. Gets the easy rebound.
Looked like Bryant was trying to get Kunick to come out to play him defensively, to look for somebody underneath with a better height situation.
That's going to count. Kunick gets the bucket. He's going to go to the line. Foul called on Evan Monsky, his 3rd personal foul. Kringy now has 10 in the game. He's been at the line twice before and has missed both. Normally a pretty good free throw shooter, hit 75% on the year and got that one. Next opponent for the winner here will be the winner of the York-Coatesville game. Jason Cotton, the rebound.
Ace is trying an alley-oop play that time. The pass was ineffective, and the Cougars captured the rebound.
This is what you call the starting 5 for Hazleton area. Foul is going to be called, I believe, against Evan Monsky. Yes, indeed, he's picked up 2 quick third-quarter fouls, and he will go to the bench. Into the lineup now, Tyreek Wilson, the 6-foot senior, who sees duty as a reserve. The Aces count on Evan Monsky.
Good save by Ryan Leib on that pass. It was down at his ankles, but he managed to corral it.
4-point lead. Here's Leib. Penetrates, knocks it off to Kunick. He gets the assist. Kunick the basket. Kunick with 8 points, and Hazleton area has up the lead once again to 6 at 38-32. Baseline jumper, Kobe Bryant, no good. Battle up there. And a foul is going to be called on Jason Cotton, who picks up his 4th personal. And the fans here are going to voice their opinion on that one. Jason Ewer will come into the lineup to replace Cotton.
Remember, his contact was right on the arm after the play, so you see the Aces with a 6-point deficit.
Kobe Bryant to the hole. Foul is going to be called. Is this against Jason Ewer? Yes. That's his first. Kobe Bryant to the line. Did he go straight up? Nope, got him. And Kobe Bryant is on the line for 2. It's easy to see how Kobe Bryant gets 30 points a game on an average.
He accepts all charity.
He sure does. Especially charity from the stripe. 1 of 2, Terry Kringy, the Cougar rebound. (38-33), Cougars by 5. Blocked by Kobe Bryant. That is about block number 4 or 5 on him, with him for the evening, and the average is 5 a game.
One thing the Aces have not been able to do is to get the Cougars out of position around that glass. And here the turnover.
Makarevich got tangled up with Pandrazio. And nobody could get the basketball.
Oh, we can flip now. All right.
A partisan Hazleton crowd. You see the sea of red across the way. This place is full. A handful of seats in the next to the last and last rows. Kobe Bryant, good dish. Now they drop it off and off the board. Jermaine Griffin with the lay-in. Good ball handling that time by the Aces. Pringy dribbles through four people, goes to the hole, foul. Jermaine Griffin will pick up the personal foul, and Brian Cunit, shooting 56% from the free throw line, will have a pair.
Here's Kringy. He brought it out from two men underneath. Now he splits the defense once again, comes in, looks over, passes to Cunic. There's the foul coming up on 23. Wilson.
Hazleton area with a 5-point lead. Cunic with 10 points in the ball game. That's 0.3 more than his average per game on the season. And we're under 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Griffin is on rebound. Kobe Bryant the rebound. It's going to go. They're going to score it, and the foul is going to be called underneath. We'll wait to see on who. Jason Ewer will pick up his second personal foul since coming into the ball game for Jason Cotton. And on the line, Kobe Bryant.
Bryant way up again for that offensive rebound.
17 points in the ball game now for Bryant. 3-on-3 break. Cougars don't like the odds, and we'll set it up. Under 3:30 to play here in the third quarter of action. Tringy working against Tyreek Wilson out there. Here's Live. 42-38. Cougars by 4. Kobe Bryant. 19 points in the ball game. Already, the Aces have more than what the Cougars normally give up on the average. Terry Pringy comes back and answers Kobe Bryant's 2 with the deuce. And Pringy now with 13 points in the ball game. 44-40 Hazleton area by 4 once again. This one by Stewart, no good, and Jason Ewer takes care of business with the rebound.
Aces are going to have to stop the Cougars on the boards. They haven't done it yet. Rebounds 27 for Hazleton area, 14 for the Aces.
That is a big difference. Here's Makarevich. Shot doesn't go. Kobe Bryant the rebound, and he'll bring it the length of the floor. Going to go to the basket. He doesn't go. He gets his own rebound and then is fouled from behind by Ryan Live, who will pick up his first personal. This is not a shooting foul. This will simply be possession out of bounds. A look at a play back.
See more moves by Bryant tonight than you'll see in a dance concert. 4-3, Hazleton area has committed 4 personals, 3 for the Aces so far.
2 minutes to play. Bryant, you see him collapse on him. The tip up is no good by Pandrazio, and Cunit the rebound for the Cougars. See if the Cougars will shorten the game right here. Would not surprise too many if that were the case. Cunit says, I'll go from three-point land. It doesn't go. Live to follow. Good, and he's fouled.
Bryant picked it up, his third. Ryan live with a chance to make it a 7-point lead. Good move underneath on that one, and he does.
So no one's surprised. Live 3 for 3 from the line. 47-40. Hazleton area. Minute 15 left to play in quarter number 3.
5 points in a row for the Cougars now. A little streak going.
We hope you've been enjoying some great high school basketball playoff action. PCTN, the fans are into this one, and Kobe Bryant missed the slam underneath. Hope you've been enjoying many of the fine games that have been coming your way.
There's C. Bryant just had the ball hooked up on the rim, and the iron prevented it from going in. Brian Koenig goes out to a fine hand for a little breather here with a minute to go in the third.
Hazleton's coaching staff not wanting to see Koenig pick up his 4th personal foul.
Technical foul right there. And if you could read lips, you knew what that one was from over here. It was not on the head coach. It was on one of the assistant coaches.
And Jim Haney says, that doesn't wash here.
Well,
I got to tell you this. In the pregame talks that the officials have with the PIAA, with the coaches and with the officials, you can't do that. And these officials are under the watchful eye of the PIAA and their representatives. And what happens is if they don't call that, they may not get continued work.
And that has happened earlier in the series. I know of one situation, Roger, up in the Wilkes-Barre area where that has happened this year.
And so it is not a matter of choice many times. That's what the rule says. That's the way it goes down. And if you're guilty, too bad.
Hazleton area now has equaled their largest lead of the ball game, and that was back at 3:52 of the first half.
With 48 seconds left, Terry Kringy, who has 3 personal fouls, will get a little bit of a break, and Danny Griezmann will spell him.
It's a way to extend that period break of a minute for a little more time if there's a foul, a turnover, anything to get them a little rest without spending a timeout at this point.
And also keep them from picking up the additional foul with just a few seconds left. Kobe Bryant nearly lost it. Stewart puts up the running one-hander. That tip in is going to be credited to Jermaine Griffin, who picks up his 12th point. Watch this kid. He can run the clock out. Terrific ball handler. Makarevich. 8 seconds left. Wide spin inside. Puts it up. Doesn't go. 3, 2, 1. Does Bryant get it off? No. 49-42. Your three-quarters son. Hazleton area the lead. Anyway, Hazleton area with a 7-point lead as you get a look at the scoring by quarters.
The only time they were outscored in a quarter was back in the second when 16 for Lower Merion edged the Cougars by 6. 7-point lead at this point.
Alternating possession arrows says Hazleton area gets the basketball to start quarter number 4.
Both teams have committed 5 personal fouls, so each will be charged with a 1-and-1 after 2 this quarter.
A high-scoring game by Hazleton area standards. Here's Springy. Tries to draw the foul against Bryant, and now Ewer does. That's his 4th personal foul.
There you see Kringy going in. Foul committed right there by number 33, Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant with 4 now, and it's up to the coaching staff of Lower Merion to either risk it with this fine junior talent and leave him out there or give him a breather, and right now he's still there.
I think I heard Neil Bennett say a game back, at this stage of the game, you got to dance with the one that brung you.
And he's the dancer right now.
That's actually a song, folks. I actually heard that one time and couldn't believe that it was a song. I thought it was something that someone came up with. Jason Ewer will pick up his third personal foul. Still not a shooting foul. Evan Monsky on the bench for Lower Merion with 4 personals. Kobe Bryant on the floor with 4 personals. Jason Ewer now has 4. So does Jason Cotton for the Hazleton area Cougars. Kobe Bryant. Now with 21. It's jam-packed house being treated to some great basketball. Here's a block by Stewart. And Kobe Bryant's going to run the floor, except for the fact that he is fouled from behind. And I believe it is going to be charged against Rob McArevin. It is. That's only his first personal.
1-on-1 situation on that one.
I think I may have mentioned Jason Ewer with 4 personal fouls. He has 3. And as you get a look at from behind, you're better off maybe to put him on the line and make him earn these.
Lead 6 for Hazleton area with 7:02 to play.
Showing that he can do it all. 2-on-1 break. McArevich from three-point land. Yes. Eight-point Hazleton area lead. Kobe Bryant erases the 3 with a 3 of his own. And he now has 26 in the game. Again, it was a 2-on-1 break momentarily, and now Live has it stripped. Stepping up, Evan Monsky back in the game. It doesn't go. And the foul is going to be called against Ryan Live, who picks up his 3rd personal. All 3 of those coming here in the second half of play, and on the line will go 6'3" junior Jermaine Griffin. This is the front end of the 1-and-1. And the Cougars in possession and control of the basketball. That's the story. Springing. And Punic decides to pull it back out. And Punic moves out, so does Kobe Bryant. And Hazleton area has dominated on the boards. Jermaine Griffin, the reach-in foul.
And that'll be 1-and-1 now, as that is the 7th of the half against the Lower Merion Aces. And we've got a timeout call.
54-49, Hazleton area by 5. We'll be back with more.
Whitehaven Collision meets the nicest people by accident. But it's no accident that Whitehaven Collision utilizes the most up-to-date auto body equipment and techniques to help speed you on your way. Whitehaven Collision.
1-and-1. First one is good. Other action going on tonight. Chester at March Hall against Williamsport. Hatboro Horsham against Cumberland Valley at Reading High. And York Coatesville also playing at Reading tonight, and the winner of that game will play the winner of this one here Saturday at a site to be determined. Nice dish by Stewart underneath. Oh, what a job by Stewart. That's only Stewart's 3rd point of the ball game, but what a move that time to get that one up. 5-point lead for the Cougars. Cougars will spread it out, let Terry Cringy go to work on the penetration. Nothing doing. Now they give it to Live. Still nothing doing, and Punic from the corner will say, let's go kick it back out, guys, and will be content to take 37 seconds off the clock here, which is what they've just done. Makarevich is going to be called for the player control foul. See if we can get another look. You be the judge. Who got there first?
Makes it easy. The replay, I mean. Monsky playing tight on Ryan Live that time, and Monsky, number 31 for the Aces, is out there with 4 fouls, as is this man with the ball, Kobe Bryant.
Puts it up from three-point range over Punic and nails it. Once again, the lead has been narrowed to 2, and Terry Kringy asks for timeout. We will be back. Hazleton area by 2.
Texaco and Lehigh Gas and Oil, serving
More than 50 preaching it. This message brought to you as a public service by the PIAA.
Pangrazio got his foot on the bounce pass intended for Punic. So the Cougars get it out into their own basket.
Thanks for checking the spot on your dial. We hope that throughout the course of the week and in general the last couple of weeks you've been enjoying some great high school basketball playoff action here and some great NCAA playoff action. Our congratulations to Jerry Rickrode and the Wilkes Colonels on a fantastic season, making the Elite Eight. First time in the history of the school. Here's Terry Kringy, and Kobe Bryant goes to floor and then lost it. Kobe Bryant from downtown. Tipped up by Short. It was in and out. Hazleton area with the basketball. The one thing to note is the fact when Bryant is out, there's very little help underneath. This time, the foul is going to be called against Tyreek Wilson, who will pick up his first personal foul.
Both teams in the 1-and-1. So this will put Hazleton area's Terry Kringy on the line with 1-and-1. He converted just a few moments ago. He's a 75% shooter on the season. And that makes it 57-54 with 3:33 to go.
Kringy nails them both. 5 of 7 from the line for the 6'2 junior. 4-point Hazleton area lead. And now, Lower Merion being patient. Almost looks similar to the Hazleton area offense. Shot put up and missed by Tyreek Wilson, and Punic throws it for the Cougars. Kringy, the drop in the corner to Punic, nothing there, and Punic brings it back out.
Punic covered by Bryant. Bryant with 4 fouls. Might be a situation to look at a drive there on Bryant.
Wide shot for 3 is in and out, and Kobe Bryant clears it. It is the Hazleton area starting 5 on the floor right now. Kringy, Lod, Cotton, Makarevich, and Punic. Jim Haney says, I've got the foul called. I believe it's going to be on Terry Kringy. And that will be Kringy's 4th personal. On the line, Kobe Bryant. .32 points in the ball game for Kobe Bryant. He'll have a second. Got them both.
It was 2:20 since the last score by the Aces.
And it's going to go off Jason Potten's leg. That was a great play again by Guy Stewart. An opportunity here for the Aces to tie.
See Stewart that time as he came up right against his man, who was Jason Potten, and then managed to get the ball back off him for the turnover.
For Stewart and the Aces have the lead.
Last time they had the lead was 7-5 back at the 4:32 mark of the first quarter. Hazleton area timeout.
Their second timeout. We're going to pause. We'll be back. And welcome back. 1 minute, 59 seconds left. 59-58. Very high-scoring ball game here by the standards that we have seen over the course of the last several weeks. And I guess as the Checkered Flag Racing Series is about to get underway here on PCTN, I guess an appropriate name for the last couple of ball games would have been Thriller Mania. And those of you who follow the Checkered Flag Racing Series, which you see again this year, recognize that. On the steal, and then missing the shot is Evan Monsky. Monsky had the opportunity to put the Aces up 3 and was unable to convert. Here is Springy. Called for the walk. Minute and 30. Folks, it doesn't get much better. We have seen some very exciting basketball. It's been filled with outstanding plays, sometimes with turnovers like that one, but it has always been exciting. Hazleton area, another timeout. We'll be back. Final 2 minutes about to get underway. Look at the turnovers. As Greg Gowner has to be pleased with the few times that his team has turned the ball over.
Hazleton area now with only 1 timeout left. Lower Merion has 3 to call if they want them.
Well, Hazleton area, look for the last shot. Don't be surprised. 1 minute left. Springy, the penetration. Does it go? No. And he is fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. This foul is going to be called.
Jermaine Griffin will pick it up.
His second. Terry Kringy will go to the line here, shooting 2.
Well, doing the job here for the Cougars in the 4th quarter at the free throw line. A couple of one-on-ones. He converted both of them.
He's got a pair here. Game is tied. 4th time in the evening this one has been tied up.
59-59 with 59 to play.
And he misses that one. We're tied. Less than a minute to go. Kobe Bryant has to kick it back out, and Evan Monsky, I think, just said we're playing for 1. And it appears as that's what they are going to do. Monsky, the team leader, when he's on the floor, says just sit back, relax, we're playing this one for the last shot. And now the Cougars come out with 30 seconds left.
And they're doubling Bryant.
Collapsing right on him. Punick and Kringy on the low post. 15 seconds left. This one is coming down to the final shot. The trick to apply. Good defensive pressure without giving up the foul. Stripped by Kringy. 5 with 4, 3, 2, 1. It doesn't go. Overtime.
Well, you want the 2 best players you have to handle the ball late. Both teams had an excellent chance. As Ryan Live had the chance at the buzzer, and Bryant had the shot from way outside and couldn't get it off. 59-59, and we're going to go another 4 minutes.
Fans are about to get their money's worth here. Watch the final closing sequence. Watch Terry Kringy's hands. Watch this. Right there on the ball, he got it all. He kicks it out. McBride on the fast break. You're going to take this one yourself, and it just doesn't go.
And there was no foul on that play. There wasn't contact. Looked real good all the way. 4 minutes to go, 59 all at the end of regulation.
We're about to go another 4 minutes.
17-10 that quarter. Lower Merion outscoring Hazleton area by 7, and that was the magic number to send us into overtime. And what's keeping us here? How about those 2 technicals that were called on the Lower Merion bench? Without those 2 points, where would you be? The technicals coming at 57 seconds of the 3rd quarter, and the players will have another 4 minutes at least to go.
4th quarter underway. Hazleton area with the basketball. See if they look to shorten the game. Get a look at the scoring by quarters, as Neil had mentioned to you, and it ends up 59-59. Lower Merion with a big final quarter to catch up and to hang tough in this one. Hazleton area owning quarter number 3. Bringing penetration and got the bucket.
Cougars with the first points of the overtime.
Rob Makarevich is going to step up and pick up the personal. That's only the 3rd foul on Makarevich. Foul situation looks like this. Live has 3, Klingy has 4. Makarevich now has 3, Kunick has 3, Cotton has 4, and Jason Ewer has 3. That's on the Hazleton area side. For Lower Merion, Stewart with 2, Cangrazio with 2, Griffin with 2, Tyreek Wilson with 2, Evan Monsky with 4, and Kobe Bryant with 4. Kobe Bryant finally misses from the free throw line, 10 of 11 prior to that one. We mentioned the word before, destiny. We'll see.
Monsky covering Live. Monsky with 4 fouls. And Live is a 90% free throw shooter.
Cougars going to take a little air out of the basketball. This is Kringy. For 3, Makarevich. Kobe Bryant the rebound. Boy, he's done a job on the boards. Kobe Bryant walks with the basketball. Terry Kringy with another outstanding defensive play on the big 6'6" junior, Kobe Bryant.
And that's the 6th turnover of the game against the Aces.
Timeout. Terry Kringy says the Cougars want to talk about this one. Keep in mind we added another timeout to both teams, and this is an opportunity for us to tell you that tonight's game is being brought to you in part by the Heights Terrace Pharmacy, featuring low prescription prices and senior citizens discounts. Call us the drugstore, but count on us for much, much more at the
59 Cougars, 2:23 to go in overtime.
Hazleton area by 2. 2:15 to play. Cougars taking some air out of the basketball. 2 minutes. And that blocking foul is going to go against Lower Merion.
And that'll
Evan
finish.
Monsky will leave the game with his 5th personal foul. He only got 2 points tonight, but Monsky is done.
And Monsky has been a good playmaker on offense for the Aces, and he's played very good defensive ball. He's been in there for at least 12 minutes with 4 fouls. And Terry Kringy will be back at the line with a 1-and-1.
Jermaine Griffin into the lineup. I'm not sure they lose anything with that substitution. Griffin has done an outstanding job tonight.
And if anything, he's a better presence on the boards.
Kringy on the front end of a 1-and-1 makes it. He now has 21 points in the ball game. He's got them both. Hazleton area with a 4-point lead. The clock drawing to the 150 mark.
And everywhere Bryant goes, two Kurgers are sure to follow.
Terry Kringy
and they put a triangle on him that time, and he had to kick the ball back outside.
I'm sure he's seen it before. However, I doubt that he's seen it this effective. Guy Stewart.
Actually, Roger, it looks like there's shots there, but the Aces aren't taking them. They're looking for Bryant almost exclusively.
Terry Kringy perhaps turning in his best defensive job. A highly partisan crowd, dressed in the crimson, says the ball belongs to Hazleton. The Hazleton area asking for a timeout. Actually, I'll stand corrected. It is Lower Merion asking for a timeout. Here is the situation. We have 100, 103, 63, not 103, 63 seconds left here in the overtime period. 63-59 is our score. It is Hazleton area up by 4. They will have possession of the basketball. And don't be surprised if they try to put the ball in the hands of one Ryan Live and, let's say, go foul him. Yeah, right.
Well, you could foul him or you could foul Live, and I don't think any Live or Kringy, it wouldn't matter at this point, and I think Hazleton area would take either one. Roger, no matter what happens in the next 103, the defense by Hazleton area, particularly on the defensive boards, has been tremendous here tonight. I've got them right now for 33 rebounds to 21 for Lower Merion. This is with one of the most exciting players in Eastern Pennsylvania going against them in the person of this Kobe Bryant. Everybody has done a great job, and certainly in the first look tonight, we mentioned about Brian Kunick having to step up. He certainly has done that tonight, and he's had some help.
When you put the ball in this kid's hands, you got to say, hey, that's like giving up 2 points. He will, however, have to go to the line to earn them.
7 seconds off the clock. And Ryan Live will be on the line.
Winner tonight meets the winner of York Coatesville. Ryan Live now has 20 points in the ball game. This time, however, it's in and out, and there is Jermaine Griffin to pick up the rebound. The steal, Terry Kringy with a hand on it. 40 seconds left. Right up! Makarevich is on strike 3. It doesn't go. Kobe Bryant the rebound. 23 seconds left. The steal. Kobe Bryant. The fans want to walk, and now the turnover. Start the bus, baby, as Billy Packer would say. Start the bus. The Motor Transportation Bus, sponsored by PCTN and Motor Transportation. The Hazleton area Cougars will see at least one more playing date. They will advance to Saturday's game. As we call this one for you, site and opponent yet to be determined. Now listen, I told you to have your pen handy. Tomorrow, Friday, here's what we want you to do. Let's pack the place out wherever the game is. Here is the number to call. 455-1221. We'll give it to you on the screen in a minute. The final score here, 64 for Hazleton area, 59 for the Aces of Lower Merion. Perhaps today it was Jack's Wild instead of Aces Wild.
When you care enough to serve the very best, choose...
We said start the bus. We meant it. Here's the deal. PCTN and Motor Transportation have teamed up to make fan buses available to the site of the next Hazleton Cougars game. This is the number. Write it down. Go get a pencil right now. If you haven't written it down, go do it. 455-1221. That's the number that you call tomorrow, Friday morning. Tell them you want on the bus. When you call, that will reserve your seat on the bus. It will reserve your ticket for you. Please do not call this number for tickets. They do not have tickets alone. This is to go on the bus. And will give you the best possible price of that combination package. It will be below cost. Hazleton area versus the winner of York Coatesville, and we will make every possible attempt to get this game for you here on PCTN. We will announce it later on if we have it or if we don't, and we're going to make every effort to follow one more time with the Hazleton area Cougars. They have advanced another step and will play in game number 3 of 5 on their way to Hershey Park Arena very quickly. For Lower Merion, the Aces, Jermaine Griffin had 12 points. Kobe Bryant, everybody that walked by said, how many did Bryant have? He had 33 in the game. But here's the story for Hazleton area. Brian Kunick with 10, Rob Makarevich with 10, Ryan Live with 20, and tonight Terry Kringy with an outstanding defensive job against Kobe Bryant as he helped to double down on him. And to boot, tosses in 22 points for game high for the Cougars. Hey, thanks for being part of this one. Exciting basketball, and we're glad you've had an opportunity to watch it all right here on PCTN. Yes, you get the event, not just the highlights when you tune to this spot on the dial. Check us often throughout the playoffs. We're not done yet, and we want you to watch some of the best in local sports right here. For Connie Costanzo, Neil Bennett, our statistician, Jim Shepard, Drex Wright, and the guys in the truck and on the